Thanks for coming to this event tonight. My name is JiLee. And there's some pictures of the office that I work at. I work at Google office in New York. And it's a really big office. There are about 2,000 people working in New York office. And there are people who work in the marketing and the sales, and also engineers and programmers. And it's a huge building. And it takes up the whole block of the city. And it's so big that people go around in these razors. It's much faster and fun. And the offices of Google across the world is very playful. It has lots of bright colors, and the environment is very relaxed. And you can dress as the way you want to. People go on sandals and shorts and so on. There is a picture of the playroom. People come here from time to time to play ping pong or play video games and relax. And here are some of my colleagues I work together. Lots of people who work at Google are very young, and they're very bright. And my colleagues have mostly come from, they come from many different backgrounds. Some of them come from advertising, some of them come from design. They're filmmakers, editors, copywriters, and marketing managers. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about Google Creative Lab, what we do, and we are in-house marketing and advertising agency for Google. And Google typically does not do much advertising. It's probably you haven't really seen much of advertising on TV or magazines or billboards about Google advertising their products. But we see more and more the need to spread lots of Google products, messages to people outside, because people don't know that Google makes all these great products that are usually for free and is also very useful. And you can have a little glimpse of what Google products have to offer. Is right here. When you come to a Google homepage, very iconic and simple homepage, there are a few links on the top. And here, the tiny little blue link, you can see more link. And when you click on it, there's a scroll down menu, and you can see some of the things. It has books and finance and translate. And at the very bottom, you can see another link called Even More. And when you click on Even More link, then you get to see some of the products that the Google offer. And there are lots of different products ranging from blog search, Chrome, desktop, Earth, Book 411, sites, Orchid, and the list goes on and on. The new product gets added very often, and within this new product there are also lots of new features that gets added. And yet, most of the people around the world perceive Google as mainly a search engine, and also as trying to use Gmail or Google Maps or Earth, but people miss out on all these products that are free and useful. So it's our job to get these products out to the world and have people try these products. Today, I would like to talk about the transformative power of personal projects. I would like to share with you my story of doing my personal projects, and why I started these personal projects, and how these personal projects helps me in my personal life, and also how they help me in my professional life, finding the jobs that I want, and to make me earn more money, and to meet with people and get to come to a place like Milan and take in front of me. So when people graduate from school, people usually find a job because they have to pay for their living. They have to pay for the rent, they have to pay for clothes and food. And I remember when I first graduated from school, I was really excited because I finally got to do things that I want to do and make money with it. And I quickly realized that the job that I was doing in in my professional job was not exactly the kind of work that I was experimenting in school. And I realized most of the people in my area of design, and also people in other areas, the professional life translated into simply making money. And the idea of job that I had when I was in school was radically different than the idea, the reality of job that people were taking. So, you know, after 6 months, a year, a few years, I realized lots of my design colleagues or design students who graduated with me, they got kind of disillusioned with the job that they were doing in the design world because it became simply a job where you make money. And by the time they have to pay for their, you know, living, and they have to pay for their loans from the school, and they cannot come out of that job because they have bills to pay. Some people develop their personal projects because they feel they have a bigger calling. You know, if you want to, maybe some people have need to participate in charity, or maybe they have a project to write a novel, or they want to design their own book, and they end up developing these projects on their own. And they do that because they have passion for these projects, and they have an inside calling to do this personal project. Unfortunately, these two worlds don't often come together, and people tend to separate the professional jobs in the world on the one side and their personal projects on the other side. And that's what I also did. I kept my job from Monday to Friday, and the evenings, on the weekends, I continued to work on my personal project. And along the way, I started to realize that these two worlds actually can come together. And when they come together, there's something really wonderful and awesome that can happen. And that not only these two worlds can coexist, but at the same time they can actually complement each other and help each other. And here are some of the projects that I will share with you, and you know, hopefully you can see the link between the professional work that I do and also how this job has really helped me define